Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Analytics video session 23. So basically in previous video we learned about the augment node in data flow. In the augment node we have taken the left as opportunity and right as account, so it was a one-to-one relationship. Today we will actually walk through one more example of augment node, and here I will take the left as account and right as opportunity. Okay, so let me quickly open the Analytics Studio. I will go to my data manager. So this was our fifth session, right? Okay. So what I will do right now is I will take an augment node once again, but here I will take left as account and right as opportunity. Okay. So in the previous example, it was left opportunity, right account. So now I will just take this augment node, and what I will write here is augment account OPP. Okay. So my left source is account. Okay. The key will be ID. The relationship, let me write it as I explained in the earlier video, whichever you're taking it as right, you ensure that that object name is being there in the relationship name so that we can actually address that field with that particular name. Okay, because the name field is there in account as well as opportunity, but from opportunity, whichever name field is coming, we are referring that as opportunity dot name. Fine. So that prefix gets appended for any fields which are coming from the right. Okay. So from right, I will, and here I'm taking the account ID, and let's say I take the name and stage name from my opportunity to get displayed. Okay. Now, because it's a one-to-many relationship, right? So as we were actually, I was explaining in the last session that account and opportunity, one account can have many opportunities, right? At this point. So because it's a one-to-many, so to ensure that many opportunity records gets pulled in, you have to go for lookup multiple values. Fine. That's how we are going to do it. And I will click on create. And once this is done, let me name this data set as account of data set. Okay. Account of data set. Area same, name same. Here, let me give underscore. Source node is, and that's it. And now what I'm going to do is I will update and I will run the data flow. In the meanwhile, what I also need to do is I need to create one query. Okay. So for creating a query, from parent to child, what we are going to do is we have to take the help of developer console, because I don't think so in this particular Salesforce inspector we can do that query. Okay. So here what I will do is I will go to this query editor and I will just write select ID comma name from account. Okay. And in bracket, in braces, what I'm going to write is, sorry, select ID comma name from opportunities. Okay. So that's how I'm going to. So this is a SOQL query where I'm querying on the parent object, that is account. Okay. And I'm also fetching the child records, that is opportunities. So this is the way to write from parent to child. Okay. You have to write in bracket. When it's the other way around, that is from child to parent, you refer as parent name dot any other field name. Okay. So let me click on execute. So we can take this particular example. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me reduce the size over here in developer console so that we can properly see it. Okay. As you can see, this is one particular record, count ID, where I can see multiple opportunities. Fine. Let me check if there is any other. There are quite a lot as well, but I think we can take the first one. Okay, we can take this one as well. Fine. So what I will do is I will just open this one and we will check how many opportunities, how many opportunities are there for this particular account. Okay. Okay. And let's also monitor. So this ran successfully. Now, of course, I will just open this particular data set in my Analytics Studio. Now what I'm going to do is I will just bring the account name and I will bring the opportunity name. Okay. And we will just filter out for one particular opportunity, which is this one, that is web 165N. Okay. So if I go to web 165N, I can see there are total 3 opportunities, right? So let me apply this filter for account name equal to web 165 incorporation. Let me click on apply. So as you can see here, we are getting 3 opportunities, which is the case for this particular account. Okay. Let's take one more example. So let me go to developer console. Let's see if I have any other account. Okay, I have for this one as well. So let me copy this particular ID and let me put it over here. So for this one, I have 4 opportunities. Okay, that is Myers 581 incorporation. So let me put a filter over here, Myers 585 incorporation. 581, sorry, 581 incorporation. Now, as you can see for Myers 581, I am getting 4 opportunities as well. Okay. So that's the beauty about this Augment node, where it does a basically a VLOOKUP. So if I just show you over here, for example, I take one particular, let's take a Venn diagram. And let me draw over here another one. Okay. So now let's say this left is nothing but your account. Okay. And this particular right is nothing but your opportunity. Fine. So what is this Augment node doing when I'm taking the left as account? So this will be left. Okay. Let me write over here left. What happened? We go for erase. Okay. So let me erase this as well. So here my left is account. Okay. And one more thing is over here, my right is opportunity. Okay. Now, basically there's a common key, right? So this particular key, this key which we were referring, by once again, go to my data flow. This is the key. Okay. So here my key is nothing but the ID part. Okay. So the ID from account and from opportunity, I'm taking the account ID. Okay. Which both are same. So the key has to map properly. Based on that key, what we are doing when we are going for Augment node. Okay. Let me take this. Okay. When we are going for Augment node, whatever is there on your left, right, everything will come. Everything is going to come. Okay. The left will completely come. However, if you see this Venn diagram, what is coming from the right? From the right, what based upon this key, whatever is matching, only those records are going to come. Okay. So again, I repeat, from left, all the records will come, right? So the total number of accounts which I have, that is the number which you are anyhow going to see here. So you know what is the total account. So again, let me go for this data export, and here let me write, let's say select ID from account. Okay. Or anyhow, I had opened the developer console. I think here also you can see there is 1003 records, right? And that is the record which you will find over here as well. Let's say if I open it in a separate way. So you see the total record is nothing but 1003, which means from my left, all are coming over here. So from my account object, all the records are coming. That's why I marked as yellow. But what is coming from the right? From the right, based upon this key, okay, based upon this key, that is the ID from account and the account ID, whichever records are matching based on this key, only those records from the right are getting pulled. And that is what this particular thing ensures. Okay, so let's say if I mark this as red, this is something which is the common one. Fine. Okay, and those records are going to come up. Fine. If you have multiple records, then definitely that also happens. So I'm able to pull in the multiple records, and as you can see, this is the complete picture of that. Okay, so yeah, this is what is the whole concept of VLOOKUP. I hope you understood this, and definitely the relationship is something you have to keep in mind. Account and opportunity are basically very standard objects of Salesforce. And yeah, that's it about this video. One last thing what I can tell you is whenever it comes to one to many, you have to be very careful with this operation. Okay, so let's say I know that one account has many opportunities, right? Now in that case, if I go for lookup single value, and what I'm going to do is let me save this particular lens. Okay, let me write over here as Myers 581. Okay, and web 165. Fine. And let's say I take it into shared app and let me click on save. Now, see, when you are going for an operation lookup single value, right? You will see, you will only be able to see one record from opportunity. Okay. And that Instantix picks randomly. So let me very quickly run this with this lookup single value. Fine. So let's say if I update this and if I click on run data flow, okay, we will monitor this now. So this ran successfully. Now, what I'm going to do, I will just refresh this particular lens. Fine. So I had already saved that lens with the filters part. Now, if you see here, I am getting only one record. Why? Because for that operations part, you only took lookup single value, which means randomly Instantix will pick only single value. Fine. So that's the purpose of lookup, where it will not pull in all the records. It will pull in only single value. Okay. So I will write over here. Okay. Will pick up single value. Fine. So you always have to ensure when it's a one to many, and if you want to get all the records from your child, then you have to go for look up multiple value in the operations. Okay. So now again, if I change this, fine. Let me click on update and let me click on run data flow. And yeah, let's monitor this. So this ran successfully. And now if I refresh it once again, you will again see what we have seen in the very first time, that it will bring in the multiple opportunities, okay, which you see right now. So yeah, that is all about this particular video. And in case you have liked this video, then definitely do like, share, and subscribe, and definitely spread this to all the people who wants to learn data analytics. I think Salesforce CRM is one of the great tool to start your career as a data analytics, and definitely a little bit of knowledge of Salesforce will help you to understand the technical parts of it. And yeah, if you want certain topics to get covered, do let me know. And yeah, very soon let's meet in the next video. Bye.